welcome to the AOD 2014 Masquerade. And so I am your MC, Dom, and according to my badge, the last name is Please Keep Your Pants On. But anyway, the next thing is that we are going to be introducing you guys to a lot of wonderful people on stage, and I wanted to set a few ground rules. So the ground rules are, the people who are in cosplay are as scared of you as you are of them. So if you are in the splash zone, please... Anyway, no. The real rule is, this is going to be a friendly thing. People up here, some of them it's their first time on stage. We want you guys to be as welcoming as possible. So it takes a lot of courage to be up here in front of a lot of people and just, you know, basically parading yourself. And so we need you guys to give them all a warm round of applause right now for being brave, for being creative, and for being generally awesome. So thank you, everybody. Now, the next couple ground rules are, let me see here, Dom, please keep your pants on. Let's ignore that one for now. Because I do have a little confession to make. I do have my own costume. It's not the suit. I actually am cosplaying as a Titan secretly, so if you'll excuse me, I just need to change my costume really quickly. Okay, that part's done. Okay, the next part is...
Pants stay on.
Are you sure?
Keep your pants on.
Okay. You know where I live. Yeah, okay. Hold on, I'm curious about this. Raise your hand if you actually know where I live. That is a very frightening number, and most of you are contestants, or judges. Okay, so I'm not changing into my Titan costume. I understand. I get it. No, but seriously though, guys, this is also a PG-13 show. AOD at night starts after this. So remember, we have some underage people in the audience. Please, no not safe for work heckling. That never works, and it's really uncomfortable. So remember, keep it clean, guys. So I want a good, clean fight. No punching below the belt. No biting, and we're ready to go with the start of this show. Are you guys ready? And of course, right as I say, this is a PG-13 show. Our first contestants are from Mortal Kombat. So only for these guys, this is rated M for mature. Okay, guys? Just for this show. Scorpion and MK from Mortal Kombat 10, which apparently takes place at a rave. So, you guys know how Persona 4 is getting a dancing game, right? Why can't Mortal Kombat? Mortal Kombat Dancing Online. I would play that game. Anyway, next up we have a walk-on. We have Lyra B. Cat as C2 from Code Geass. So everyone, a big round of applause again for Lyra B. Cat playing C2 from Code Geass. That really makes me want to play Super Robot Wars again. I will be back with my PSP. Anyway, next up, so do we have some Homestuck fans in this crowd? Because next up, our group is number 2, Homestuck Strife. So I have a confession to make. I barely know anything about Homestuck, but I figure that since my nieces are huge fans of Homestuck, I will learn about it the exact same way I learned about Harry Potter, which is through adult fan fiction. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Anyway, that was Dark Strider, and it was Dave Strider from Homestuck. And next up, we have Shiawase Cosplay and Ichigogo, and everybody hold on to your seats because we're going to go on a flight. Have a wonderful rush with Muse. Cosplaying from Love Live. and not as I thought from Supermassive Black Hole. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to be a rock band. I just wish you were. No, I'm kidding. So next up, we have the Afterlife Troll.
Pizza!
Where am I? How did I get here?
Shut up, Kagura. It's only 4 in the morning. I don't have any food left for you.
Welcome you all to the after.
Shut up, Shibachi. Nobody cares. Wake up! This is not your home anymore. This is the afterlife. You have died. What are you talking about? We haven't even paid for the rent this month yet. Wait a second. Oh my god. So the freedom about me getting a heart attack and animation on display was real.
How did I even end up like this?
Tell me your name. I'm Otonashi, and I'm here to do whatever I can to help you achieve your dream here in the afterlife.
I'm Sayaka.
Everyone has an end point in their life. Here in the afterlife, we help each other to accept our destiny and move on to a new life. At least you guys can have weekly jump for me to read. I haven't caught with Naruto in One Piece for 2 weeks. Who are you?
Just call me Pin-san. I like reading jump manga like Naruto, One Piece, or adventure. I really enjoy any set like love, romance story like Angel Beats, where they were disappear and the main guy goes. Okay then. And my favorite manga series is gotta be Gintama. Nobody even reads Gintama! And I bet most people here don't even know what that is. Why can't I Samurai Rookwear have kimono and have silver hair anyway? And what's up with all the censorship you put back there? Well, the anime company haven't paid for the copyright, so I have to censor our names. And looks like somebody just up the natural wavy silver hair.
That is a little bit over PG-13. Save that stripping for the swim club. I'm so done with this guy. Really?
Yeah, this doesn't even make any sense. I can drink too, you know. You guys should totally see Gintama. The superhero samurai is my favorite character. Nobody cares, Gin-san!
I care about Gintama. Actually, I am curious though. How many people back there actually do read Gintama? All right, that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good representation. How many of you who read Gintama actually work for Viz? Sorry, never mind. Never mind. That's just a question aimed at certain industry members who are very valuable to AOD and don't mind if I make fun of them. Please don't cut us off. Please don't cut us off, baby. We're good. We're fine. That was. All right. Anyway, so that was the Afterlife Troll, starring Gintama, starring Sayaka, and starring Yuzuru from Gintama, Madoka Magica, and Angel Beats, respectively. And then, so next up, we have the Doctor, who needs the mic.
Hello, I'm a doctor. Hey, wait a minute. Wait. Sideburns! I've got sideburns! Oh, hair, I'm not bald! Really, really bad skin. I get one question asked me. Am I ginger? No. Like you said.
Excuse me, the proper way that you're supposed to say it is, I'm out, peace! Then you very politely turn off the mic and gently lay it down on the floor, and then the tech people don't strangle you. So anyway, that was the Doctor, who apparently looks a little bit different these days, you know, just maybe getting a little handsomer for the younger audience. Next up, speaking of getting handsome for the younger audience, we have Shadow the Hedgehog. So that was Ben as Shadow the Hedgehog showing off his Chaos Emerald, which strangely looks like a ruby, but it's okay. That's fine. We don't judge. Emeralds can come in any color, guys. This is California. Emeralds are free to love any color they want. But anyway, big shout outs to Sega. Who here went and played Vocaloid at Project Diva F in the...
Where's Yakuza 5?
You were stuck on the 5? Where's Yakuza 5? It's in Japan. Where's Shenmue 3? Give me that one. So anyway, another big round of applause for Shadow the Hedgehog, guys. Like I said, it takes a lot of courage to get up here. Either that or it takes a lot of stupidity and perhaps low self-esteem as a child, but that's... So I'm not talking about myself. Next up, we have Lucy Blackfire. It's an original character where the shadows that hide within the night, never to be seen, finally come to light on this stage. Alright everybody, big hand of applause for Lucy Blackfire, a character she made herself. And next up, we have Homestuck. Okay, so Homestuck fans, wrap yourselves again. All right. Come on, we need to hit harder than that. Much better. So next up, we have Mina Says. And look out, AOD. Here comes Alternate's up-and-coming Empress, Mina. That was Skye playing Mina from Homestuck. Yeah, we had to save some room for her because she was in the Homestuck panel until just before the show. That's okay. That's okay. Anyway, next up we have, all right, Vocaloid fans, you gotta shout again because we got Blackrock Shooter coming up as we bring it onto the stage. BRS, the fight for reality.
Go, Dana! The guy.
Alright, everybody, let's give a big hand to Black Gold Saw, male Blackrock shooter, pilot Blackrock shooter Stella Gray, strength, and White Rock shooter Sing Love. And I'd just like to point out a few cosplayer problems, just as a matter of respect for everyone. We had to give strength 3 seats. One for her and one for each of her arms. So I have mad respect for anybody who can transport this stuff. I have driven to LA with like a 6-foot sword sticking in my face. It's not fun. But it's okay. It's okay because everything Katie does is awesome. So that's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. We're good. Anyway, so next up we have Sushi Killer in... Is this too cheesy?
Welcome everyone to the first annual AOD cheese eating contest. Please give a round of applause for our first finalist, Kyoko Sakura.
Wouldn't this be a piece of cake? Cake.
And please also give it up for our other finalist, Charlotte the Witch Bobby.
Witches were allowed to enter these things.
Yes, well, we're an equal opportunity convention.
Fair enough. That thing being my opponent only makes me want to win more.
All right, contestants, let's get started. On your mark, get set, eat.
I'm gonna win this. Huh? Where'd you go?
Okay, folks, here we have a winner. Congratulations to Charlotte.
Hey, that's so not fair. Hey, cheated. There's no way I was gonna lose. Oh, well, at least I didn't lose my head.
I think that may have actually been too cheesy. Hold on. No, never mind. Won't fit. Always wanted to have that picture taken of me. Alright, so that was Sushi Killer as Kyoko Sakura from Madoka Magica, as well as a lot of cheese, and I am in fact lactose intolerant, so please keep that stuff away from me. I nearly hurled when you just started drinking cheese with. That's gross. That's gross. Alright, next up. Group number 11, There Will Be Cake, and I have special instructions for this one. It says, Dom, we are watching you, you really need to keep your pants on. Okay, the other note says, the Titans are attacking AOD, and we need a diversion, so the civilians can evacuate safely. This is a job for the Distraction Division.
언제나 곁에 있어 두려워만 내 손잡아 내가 널 지켜줄게.
So that was There Will Be Cake as Annie Leonhardt, Aaron Yeager, Mr. Lenz, Levi, Mikasa Ackerman, and Yeager! But I want to say something right now though, because there's some sexism going on here at AOD 2014. If you're a girl, you can be a K-pop boy whenever you want, but look at what happens if I even start to try and be bubble pop, and I'm just gonna do this, and then, see, they saw me. See, she's going to hit me, and that's not fair! That's sexist! How can they pick K-pop? How can they K-pop? It's not fair. Okay, we'll accept this and move on. So next up we have a Pokemon. Pokemon make me happy. I'm just gonna go and check out people's safaris while you do this. Next up we have Gold Rose Cosplay as Ho. Cosplay as Ho-Oh, the fire-type Pokemon, and I just want to point out that I have checked that out. She's flying, her safari is bug-type. Kind of bitter about that. Then again, my own safari is rock-type, so no one wants me anyway. Alright, next up, we have another walk-on. It is going to be Yuko from Holic. Alright, another interest check. How many of you have read Holic? Staff don't count. There we go, okay, there we go, that's a good number. And how many of you have actually read stuff from Clan? Much bigger representation. Okay, good, staff still don't count. I was just checking, because honestly, I find it a little weird to read Clamp stuff, mostly because they're like really stick people, except in Holic. For some reason in Holic, she actually looks like a person. It's weird. Anyway, that was Yuko from Holic. And next up, we go a little bit further west as we get a visit from the Tooth Fairy. So that was Kuri, Queen of Fields. And it says only Queen of Fee on my sheet, but okay. That was Toothiana, the Tooth Fairy from Rise of the Guardians. And are people here actually interested in watching the second movie of Rise of the Guardians? That movie's better than I thought. Maybe I should actually watch it. Well, okay then. So, next up, something that I actually know more than little about for once. For once, we have Pit. So a big thank you to Katrina for showing off how awesome her costume is. Okay, another question. How many people here are old enough to have played Kid Icarus on the NES? Okay, alright. You played a ROM doesn't count. It doesn't count. It doesn't count if you played it on an emulator. You have to know what it's like to blow on the cartridge. In the vain hope that it might work this time. But that's okay, because I don't feel that old, because there's someone also equally video game old school coming, because we have Kasumi Todo from the King of Fighters and Art of Fighting series. And her name is I Was Pressured Into This. And just so you guys know, when she's posing like this, you're not supposed to actually pressure her, because that's her counter. You will die. Just letting you guys know, because a lot of you here aren't old enough to have played King of Fighters or Art of Fighting. That's okay. It's okay, we don't judge here. We don't judge. Well, actually, you guys judge here, but that's your job. That's fine. That's fine. So anyway, that was Cosplay as Kasumi Todo from the SNK series, both Art of Fighting and King of Fighters. Next up, we have Broken World Designs, playing Cain and Abel from Hamlet Machine's Starfighter. They were supposed to both be guys, or I don't know. You know what? We don't judge here. We don't judge here. Welcome to California. Welcome. So anyway, that was Kate as Abel and Nate as Cain. And no, not that Cain. Just because your name is Cain doesn't mean you're sucking up to the judge named Cain. It just helps. All right, next up. Who here saw Beyond the Boundary? Who here actually watched it in our video room? Thank you! Awesome. Big thanks to our sponsors, Crunchyroll Viz and Funimation, for providing so much video for our wonderful video room. As we welcome on Maria Lily, who is from Sakura Inami from Kyokai no Kana. And this is where I get really sad as I realize that I haven't watched that series either. I will! I promise. I promise, Victoria! I promise. We will go on to Crunchyroll. We will watch everything. I will watch everything. Because Crunchyroll is a wonderful company. And you should support it. This was not paid for at all. No, not at all. Thanks, Crunchyroll. But yet... Next up, we have... Okay, this is going to be a question for people who have not seen Frozen. Am I actually the only one? Okay, good, I'm not alone! Thank you! I'm going to see it though. I have tickets in my pocket. In fact, whoa! Whoa! Okay, that makes much more sense. Take me down to the movies. That's really good because this note actually says, Dom, please keep your pants on, we're watching you. But that's okay, that's okay. Next up, Princess Anna. That was Puzzle Leafs cosplaying as Anna from Disney's Frozen, which I swear I will watch. I already own the soundtrack, but I will watch it. I swear. There are tickets in my pocket. All right, next up. Who's a fan of Maggie? Who likes Aladdin? Because next up we have our own Aladdin, played by Lemon Okashi. Sorry, I was just proving to Katie that I actually do have tickets to the movies in my pocket. Not just happy to see her. Next up, we have Cass as a little sister. Okay, another confession. I only looked at the script. I thought that she would be from My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute. I was wrong. I'm kind of frightened now. I swear, I saved all the little sisters. I did not harvest them, okay? Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Oh, God. She knows. So, this may be my last AOD 2014. Sorry, guys! I harvested maybe one too many little sisters. It's okay, though. I just needed the atom. I needed the powers, okay? I just wanted to shoot bees at people. How can you blame me when you can shoot bees at people with your mind? Couple little girls getting hurt, you know, it's okay. Just bees! Right? Who's with me on this one, right? Yeah, the judges are. That's all that matters. I can live. I can live. Next up, we have Hime Henshin. And to save Amamizuki Tsukimi. Let's see. Sorry, let's start this one over again. To save Amamizuki, Tsukimi enlists the aid of Kuranosuke to raise money to save their apartment.
Dear Mom, well, you were right. There are a lot of princesses where I am. But I'm sorry, Mom. That's where the bad news comes in. I'm not sure where I went wrong, but somewhere along the way, instead of becoming a beautiful princess, I became this.
Miss Kitty, are you still there? You need to get ready.
Wait, Mom, did I tell you I met the most beautiful princess? This beautiful princess just there before me is actually a boy. Life sure can be strange, Mom. I am ready. I'm just waiting on you.
You're wearing that to the fashion show? As a designer.
What's wrong with what I'm wearing?
What's wrong with it? Girl, you have no This is my dress. Anyways, I'm not going to be seeing you in that. I do have a dress picked out for you to wear.
But I'm not pretty at all. You're the pretty one.
Just hurry back there and change.
Whoa! This is all for Anamisa-kun.
So long. There you. Where's the rest of it?
It's too embarrassing. I can't wear this in public.
Yeah, you are.
But I just don't
Why? Something's missing. Perfect.
Maybe I can pull this off after all.
I hope you have the name picked out for our product line.
I take that back. This is all too much for me. Mom, maybe you're wrong. I don't think I'm meant to become a princess. I'm just not suited for it after all.
Skye, hello.
And as they take their gear off the stage, I would just like to say that I am ready to become a princess, so get back here, you're supposed to read my... Never mind, you're not. Katie is giving me the thumbs down. I was informed in between contestants that the judges have now started getting ready to judge me as if we are in ancient Rome. So if you give me the... Oh, that's all thumbs down. Oh. Guys, could you give me a little thumbs up so I can live? That's all thumbs down. The contestants are giving me the thumbs down. It's because I was ready to become a princess, wasn't it? You just don't like me? Oh my god. Look, I can be like that guy playing Prince Kudere, and if I can just hop around like that in heels, maybe you guys will actually, let me live. But anyway, that was Princess Jellyfish with Prince Kudere and Unyu as Kuronosuke and Tsuki. And next up, we have VR Mission -3, where the instructions for writing are, Khan has changed. In order to prepare for the coming storm, operatives must undergo new VR missions. And this is VR Mission -3. No more Metal Gears.
So you've got some kind of disguise lined up, right?
Yeah, all set.
Hope so. You'd be a little conspicuous just walking the streets.
Besides, it's my specialty.
Right. I thought you said you started off with your spec.
to say, confession time, I really wish that I could reach into people's spines and drink their Gatorade. Because it would be the greatest thing ever. It would be a crime, I would be executed shortly, but it would be delicious. And that's all that matters. Oh, Gatorade! Thank you. I'll have some later. Anyway, that was Slifer as Raiden from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. Okay, another question for the audience. How many people actually want Metal Gear 5? How many people would rather have Rising Revengeance 2? That's what I thought. Alright, so anyway, next up, entry number 25, we have Skye. For those of you who actually watched Blaze Blue Ultra Memory, I congratulate you. What you just saw on stage made more sense than the plot of that anime. But it's okay, because people just play the video game for the story anyway. They certainly don't play it for the competitive aspect because of Kokonoe. Sorry, that's a little bit too bitter. That was Skye and Cosplay as the following characters: Hazama, Kagura, New 13, and Ragnar the Blood Edge. So, anyway, big round of applause for them. Next up, we have going a little bit back. We're going to the PlayStation RPG, Eternal Sonata.
Wait, where am I? Who are you? Is this real?
Oh, thank God we found you. Quickly, we need to get out of here before...
Before what?
Before it finds us.
Gentlemen, you have no chance to survive late your time. All your data belong to us. You are on the way for destruction.
What's up with these old memes?
Well, our game is kind of old.
We need to fight this. Come on, everyone.
You are not prepared.
Aww.
So for those of you who actually played Eternal Sonata, I'm sorry, but what you saw on stage actually does make more sense than that game does. That's fine. That was Vale playing Chopin, Stepri playing falsetto, True Pondexter playing jazz, and Miyako Nobaka as polka. Next up, another person who's requesting the mic, we have Femlock.
I wrote a song for John. Oh, John, my love, when we are old and gray, how would you like to spend our days? When chasing criminals down back alleys has become too much for your arthritic knees. Would you consider retiring with me on the Sussex Downs to keep peace? The inner workings of the hive, but Moriarty's wept to shame. On your lips would be my name, for loving you's become the greatest game.
Alright, thanks to Femlock, female Sherlock Holmes, and female John Watson. Strangely, that show makes a lot more sense if they're both female. But it's okay. So coming up, we have our last act of the night, guys. After this, no? There's, well, that's halftime. So we have our last contestant of the night. And let's just let her on without any introduction. She can introduce herself. See me on Katie's orders. Now anyway, so that was Primadonna Cosplay. Cosplay as Elsa from Frozen, as well as a handmade little snowman. And I have to apologize to anybody who took her picture while she was in front of the press and industry desk. We accidentally photobombed her while I was eating potato chips. I apologize. But not that much, because Elsa's awesome. And so, that is it for our current AOD 2014 Masquerade. Now we begin the judging, as we find out who is going to be the AOD 2014 Best in Show.
Hello! It was cold, so I put a little sweater on. Sorry that it's not green to match my character. But me and Danica came out here today to judge your costumes and judge you as, people. But to judge you, and we chose our favorite cosplay group that was cosplaying from a title that you can watch on Crunchyroll. That was what you had to do to get in this secret club and win this secret prize. And what I brought for them is I brought them for one, like a really cool tote bag that says Crunchyroll that you cannot buy. We sold these once for one day only, and they were full of goodies, and that was the only time you were ever able to purchase one. So now you get one, really cool. Woo, right? A bag, yes. You get stickers of our cute little mascot, Crunchyroll Hime. She's got some tsundere ones, some really cute ones. The Soon one, that's the good one, right? We also have a Crunchyroll t-shirt in here. Yeah. A black Crunchyroll t-shirt, which are super hard to get. And lanyards and wristbands, because we didn't know you could get them for free at the con. But the main thing you get when you win this prize is you and the rest of your group all receive 6 months all-access premium Crunchyroll memberships. So you can watch all of your favorite anime in 1080 HD first on all of your devices.
group's name wrong, but I added a word that's not even in their name. Because when you grow up in the Leaf Village, you don't really learn about grammar, you just learn how to like kill people very silently. Watch me read it. I don't want to read the wrong name. Okay, so we are giving the Crunchyroll Award to... What is it? Oh, There Will Be Cake! And I wrote, Let There Be Cake, with the wrong there. And it says, I'm sorry on it. But someone needs to come accept this. Where is Levi, Hedgehog? You guys, you gotta all come up. You can all come up here and give this fabulous award. Give it up! Woo! So another good part about this award is there's only 2 shirts and 1 bag. I'm really sorry. We thought like one person was gonna win. So you guys can figure out who gets this. Also, there's a card in there. There's a special card in there with instructions on how to get your guys' memberships. So just follow the instructions and I'll hook you guys up. Okay? Yay! Give it up one more time! Thank you so much.
Okay, so I sent Amy, who is also technically our Viz representative, to do other work. She was running the tech desk with Val during the show. But Viz this year sponsored an award for the best Naruto cosplay in Masquerade. And if you watch the Masquerade, you may have realized something. So instead, I am presenting on Viz's behalf the Viz Media Award for Nobody Came Dressed as Naruto, but I like your costume anyways. And this goes to the Afterlife Trolls for the most shoutouts for Viz.
I'm so proud!
And I would like to remind all our entrants, because some of you have not done this before, we give out the actual physical prizes back in the office after we're done announcing the winners. And the reason for that is we don't want to be like Victoria with a bag juggling on the stage and find out, oops, there's 6 people. Okay, so our next award... Okay, our next award I'm going to present, because our judges don't like to be on stage, but they're going to come up here soon. Well, come up here. Who wants to announce who gets this? Why don't I announce it? Okay. Except it isn't written on the sheet. This is the Children's Award. And I don't actually have the entry name, but we all know it goes to our favorite hedgehog. Everybody needs to take your picture. Okay, so our next award is the Youth Award, and this is for achievement in doing a really great job for some of our younger entrants who are obviously not children anymore. This is the Youth Award, and our first one goes to Princess Anna.
I'm sorry, that
And our judges felt very strongly about this, so I had to print another one, which has slightly different paper. But this goes to Aladdin. Everyone has to stand in the good light so people can take their girls. They're sisters. They're twins. They're 15 years old. And they made their own costumes. Okay, now I'm going to hand the mic over to our judges, and they're going to present their personal judges award.
Okay, so my judges award goes to Shitu from Code Geass. She's getting the award because she did a really good job with this costume. There's a lot of attention to detail, and we've also seen a lot of improvement in her costuming skills since last year. Congratulations.
All right, just like the words. I really like attention to detail, and when people will take a lot of time to get the exact effect that they're going for. So my judges award goes to everything, every single layer that you see on her outfit was hand stitched. So taking the time to hand stitch each and every one of those layers is amazing.
So my judges award goes to Homestuck Skye. These two guys came in, this was their first costume, they worked together, they made everything, and they had such enthusiasm for it, they need to keep costuming. Woo!
Okay, now we're moving on to our runner-up awards, and our first one is for Best Construction, and this is how you make your costume, and it has to be really well made, and this goes to Suzanne for Yuko. Stand in the good light. There's good light right at the corner of the table. There. Okay, and now for our runner-up for Best Presentation, and this is how they perform on stage, and there's two parts to this. Part of it is, do they do a good job at what they're doing, and the other is it a good idea that they did this? And this goes to Eternal Sonata. I gotta say, I was watching the skit, and Chopin's facial expressions were fabulous. Get into the good light. The judges would like to add that they're old enough that they got all the jokes in the skit.
Jokes! 2014!
Okay, so let's move on to our bigger awards. These are the ones that are worth money. So, let's start with, hold that. It's worth $125. And this is Best Construction. And this goes to Gold Rose Cosplay for her fabulous polo costume. You forgot your... It's not money, but it will be when you visit us after we're done here. Okay, so our next award is also worth $125. And this is for Best Presentation, and this goes to There Will Be Cake. Okay, our top two, best of show category, which means you gotta have a good costume, and either your costume has to be so amazing that it overwhelms everything else, or you have to have a good performance too. This year, they had good performances. And our runner-up best in show goes to Mirai Stars. And this is $250. I would like to add that this guy here, this is his second runner-up best in show in a row. Last year he was a pretty boy, this year he's a pretty girl. Okay, it's time for our big winner. $500. For excellence in costumes and performance goes to Hime Henshin. To stick a guy in a short skirt. And here's your box so that you can get your trophy home safely. Anyway, I would like to remind all our winners that you must go to our office to pick up your prizes, and we've got some really great prizes from Funimation and Viz and Crunchyroll, of course. And we will see you all next year.